Yeah. All right, we're on, guys. Thank you, Ace. You're the best, bud. You're the man. I'm here at the Barrow Estates. Hey, guys. Thank you for joining me. The Process to Purpose. I am gonna have Ace Barrow on fairly soon once we can figure something out to come on. Uh, Thanks, bud. You're amazing. So again, guys, we're here on the Process to Purpose. This is the process segment, and today we're going to be talking about my 6 month progress. So I started this Process to Purpose about the beginning of the year. I want to say closer to February. But before I get into that, again, we're doing this to help inspire and motivate people to find their purpose through the process of spirituality, health, wealth, using godly. I almost got it. I almost memorized it. I haven't really worked on it too much, but using godly principles and values to break through to the life that God has called us to live. That's good. So I'm here on Instagram, Facebook Live, and then this is going to be going on YouTube and on the podcast app where you can find us on the Process to Purpose podcast. Again, this is the process segment. Thank you guys for joining me. Again, guys, share this with somebody. This is actually, I'm like super excited for this episode. If you go on the podcast app, you could actually find it's like a lost episode. I never posted. It's the very first recording I did. I haven't posted till today. Ask me why, but I just found it. Really, I didn't know how to do it. I just learned how to do video to audio recording. So I just figured all that good stuff out. So if you go on there, you can go ahead and find it. It's on there. But again, today, I just want to thank you guys for supporting. Thank you guys for being on. I want to thank Don and Ace for allowing me to use their home to do this, because I know it can get a little hectic with all the wires and everything and just set up. So that's why I'm starting a little bit late today. Usually I start on 6:20. I got here around 6:10. There's a lot of traffic on the way over here, but we're here. We're ready to go. I'm super excited. Again, guys, you guys can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Robert Cedeno, Instagram, Robert Cedeno Jr. I'm starting a IGTV channel, so I'm about 3 episodes in. Go check that out. Got that going, and then you can find this on YouTube as a recording. And you can find it on the podcast app. I think I've said enough. Thank you guys again. Share this with somebody. And so basically, I'm going to recap where I was at the beginning of this year. I shared it with you guys at the beginning of the year. This was actually in January when I shared this. So going back to where I was financially, when we first got married, there was really no money coming in on my end. I had to do Lyft. I had to do all these little things to get money. I had to sell cars, right, as I was getting my real estate career going. I started off with $22 and I believe 57 cents in my bank account. So if you didn't know, now you know. That's how much money I had to start the year off. Which wasn't in the best position. I just listened to my my very first recording, and I remember I could hear it in my voice. Yes, I was really nervous, but at the same time, I was really excited. I had got my first commission check. Thank you, Jesus, because we were struggling. Again, so I had $22.57 in my bank account. That's where I was at financially. And then my weight. I'm gonna make sure this mic is good. My weight, I was weighing in at 253.8 pounds. 253 pounds of greatness, like I said. So that's where I was at then. We had a super small team for our first service team. As I told you guys before, my wife and I were service leaders at the church, and we had a super small team. I think we started off with 11 people. After we got settled in and everything, there's about 11 people who were serving with us. So we're stretched really thin. We had to go and serve in positions that we weren't too comfortable serving in, but we're out there to do it. Just mentally, I wasn't in the best place. I was struggling with work, my weight, just being disciplined. I didn't have all those disciplines that I needed to have to be able to be successful in certain areas of my life. And again, the 3 pillars that we focus on here on Process to Purpose is spiritual, health, and wealth. So spiritual was really just my relationship with God. I think that's what I really was holding on to at that time, because I really didn't have anything else. I didn't have my wealth, I didn't have my health, but I did have my relationship with Christ. I never stopped serving. I kept going no matter what, and I think that's what really kept me going. And he put this in my heart to start sharing, start documenting what's going on in my life. So from January to about March, I really fell off on documenting what's going on because I felt really discouraged. I got busy, right? I was doing all this busy work. So I stopped documenting. I stopped doing the podcast. I stopped doing the videos. And I felt like God's like, hey, man, you're making all these excuses why you're not doing all this stuff. And I've called you to do this. So why aren't you doing it? And I think that's Maya. So yeah, guys, this is actually the first time in a bit that I don't have a guest on. So I'm super excited just to kind of share where we gone. And so I wasn't in the best place mentally, physically, emotionally, all that good stuff. But I knew that I had God behind me. God had my back. I had faith. I had my super supportive wife, even though it wasn't easy for her to be like, yeah, babe, you're doing it, because the results weren't really there. But like I said, we decided to do this. We decided to get everything right, started becoming more disciplined, got everything going. So I kind of want to share where we're at now really quick. I know this past Sunday, Pastor Robert spoke about, people wanting to do things. And, all the successful people do, they do the things that people think, hey, they want to do that. They want to wake up at 4 a.m. to go to the gym. They want to go to the gym all the time. They want to save money. We don't want to do these things. It's something that we have to do to be able to be successful on whatever it is. If it's reading the Bible, reading books, going to the gym, waking up early. That's something I'm still struggling with right now is waking up early. So, but I'll get to that once we get to the things that I still need to work on, because there's a lot of things, right? So I'm super excited. I'm a little nervous to share where we're at, but nonetheless, so as far as weight, I'll start off with weight, because that's, as you guys know, I've been doing this whole thing, road to 190. And so I'm still on that road. I've fallen off a couple of times, but I'm back on, and I'm excited for it. I still like eating a lot of sweets. I still like eating a lot of cookies. I still like eating ice cream, fries, Noodle World. My wife loves her some Noodle World. And I hope all this is going on, recording well, because I can't see anything. But really quick, just to give you guys a quick update, and this is super exciting. I am down 30 pounds. 30 pounds. I've lost 30 pounds total, literally. So the lowest I weighed in this past week was 223.8, and I started off at 253.8. So as of today, I am down 30 pounds, and to reach my goal of 190, I have to lose 33.8 pounds to hit 190. So I'm super excited about it. Again, my wife has a lot to do with it. She started, cooking all the right meals, really supporting me, really pushing me. But, God just said, hey, man, you want to show these people that you can do it, that you're not, so special. Because I'm not. I am special, but I'm not, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not like this guy that just has everything figured out, or I don't have this like super magic talents or these gifts. Yeah, we have certain gifts, but like I'm not anything special. Like, anyone could accomplish it. So that's what I'm doing here, just saying, letting you guys know that you guys can do the same thing. I know I'm talking really fast, but I'm used to like going like change of pace with like different people, but it's only me today, so you get to hear my voice the whole time. And just with that, really came a healthier mindset of losing the weight. I was like, man, I can do this again, because I've done it before. But now I'm starting to get a little older, things taste a little bit better, and I say I get busy. But I do have a healthier mind, really. Just telling myself and affirming everything and declaring it to God, saying, hey, I can do this. I could accomplish this. It's something that I've really been working on, just getting, wiser every day, I would say, like from just listening to podcasts, listening to Pastor Robert speaking, reading the Bible. It's just all starting to come together. So I'm super excited for that. And yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at right now as far as my mindset. Again, guys, I'm just super thankful that that I didn't give up, that I didn't say I got to move a little bit because the light is coming in. But I didn't give up. Like I could have easily just said, hey, you know what, this whole losing weight thing from January, from January to about mid-February, when I was already supposed to be on the road to 190, I gained 2 pounds. So I thought I was going to be losing, and I went from 151 to 153. I mean, one. I wish I was. No, I really don't wish I was 150. That'd be kind of disgusting for me, just because I'm a bigger dude. But, anyways, yeah. So I went from 251 to 253.8. So I could easily say, hey, I'm going to give up here. But I didn't. I said, hey, I have to keep pushing. I already said I was going to get down to 190, so I kind of have to do it now. There's a lot of people cheering me on, supporting me, and I got to see this through. I definitely have to see this through. And so I decided, hey, I'm going to keep it going. So I did. So I got down to 223, and I'm well on my way. Financially, again, I started off with $22.57 in my wallet, like literally in my credit card. That's all I had in my bank account. Since then, we've been able to go to Hawaii. We've been able to go to Lake Havasu. We've been able to do all these amazing things and really save up money. We just missed our goal by a couple of $1,000s for savings for mid-year. And again, I'm not doing this to like say like, oh God, like, yeah, like this guy has all. No, I don't have all the money, and it's not even about the money. It's about knowing that I'm doing something good for my future family, that I'm setting up that safety net, that pocket of money that we need to be able to get to where we want to be. And again, man, I had like, this is all God doing it. People ask me like, okay, well, you had all these deals, I think I'm going on 8 and 9 after this week. And man, it's all God. Like I really don't know how it happens. Like people ask me, what are you doing? I say, oh, I'm just working. Yeah, I have to do the work, but like I asked God for it, and God's like, go do the work, and He's providing. You guys heard my little story about going to Hawaii, how Ace kind of challenged us, kind of challenged God a little bit, and God seen us through. So we thought that was pretty cool. So we have that. I've already matched the amount I've ever made in a whole senior year in 6 months. And again, this is not to show off. This is just to show you that once you set your mind to something and you say, hey, God, this is what I'm looking to do. And God said, hey, you know what? Okay, what are you going to do with it? And you say, hey, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And you actually stick to it. He's going to find a way for you. He's going to open the right doors. He's going to, lead you in the right direction, get you together with the right people. And that's really what it's been. It's just these people like call me like, hey, I think I want to sell my home, or hey, I think I want to buy a home. And I'm like, what? Crazy. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I do work hard. But again, guys, like God's just blessing us so much because we've been so faithful. I think that's the word, is faithful, right? Throughout the whole time that all this was going on, we never doubted. Like there was I doubted myself. Yeah, I did. I was like, man, I don't know if I could do this. I don't know how long I could do this for. And really, like, just the whole process of doing it, God was just like, hey, I am going to see you through this. So like, it's okay to kind of doubt yourself, but don't doubt me. And I didn't. And my wife and I didn't. So, that was pretty cool, man. Like just that God was just so faithful that He was able to see me through. Sorry, I got a little distracted. I had the boys, the Spina boys come in. What's up, guys? So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at financially. This is probably going to be the most I've ever made in my entire. Well, it's already been more than I ever made in my entire life in a year. And I'm just excited to where God's leading us, and it's super awesome. We're almost to our goal. We have a pretty high goal of savings. I think we'll reach it. I think we're gonna hit it this year. And not only with the money, but just the the ability to give, right? To give back, to tithe to the church, man. That's been like such a blessing, is to give back to the church, right? And not even to the church, to God, like to honor God with our finances. Like I hear every single Sunday, like, yes, we have to honor God with our finances. We've been able to do that. And it's like every time I don't put in an envelope, but every time I send my money through my phone, it feels really good. Like it feels good to me. Like, man, I'm able to give back. I'm able to contribute. I'm able to give back to the kingdom. And it's so awesome to see just the fruit of really our seeds, right? Of the hard work of us serving. We never stop serving. Like, we're there every single Wednesday, every Sunday early. We get to church at 8:30 and we don't leave till about almost 1. And I know, like, yeah, there's the worship team stays till about like 3 o'clock. they're like at 7. So I don't know how they do that, because y'all crazy, man. But yeah, man. Also I have here, yes. So like how we mentioned last segment was, our team went from about 10, 11 people to almost 40 people now. We're about, I think, 38, 39 people. Again, it wasn't us. Like, we didn't do anything special. We just stood faithful. We just said, hey, this is what we have. We're going to just work with what we have right now. We have an amazing group of people, and God's just going to provide. And we wrote it down. We wrote all these goals down, where we're going to hit. And some of the goals, my wife looked at me and it's like, wake up, bro. Like, this is, we don't know about this. And I'm like, man, babe, God put this in my heart. I feel like we're going to do it. So, yeah. That, and then just, I had set a goal to read the whole Old Testament by the end of the year, and I'm about halfway through now. I think I just finished, what book did I just finish? The second book of, I'll have to get back to that. I can't think about it. It doesn't matter. I'm about halfway through, and then we've been able to travel and all that good stuff. So I'm just super thankful to God that, all this is happening. Guys, go listen to my the last podcast that I uploaded. It's like a lost episode. It's the very first episode. So listen to that. It literally like tells you where I'm at the time. You can hear my voice. Like, it almost sounds like I want to cry. It really does. Like, if you listen to it, you're like, bro, this guy's going to start crying because he doesn't have any money and he's fat. Oh, man, I hope you guys are laughing, because I thought that was pretty funny right now. He's broke, he's fat, at least he's married, right? And his wife has a nice ring. Yeah, cool. All right, awesome. So that all happened because really, well, let's talk about what I'm actually struggling with still to this day. So one of the things I'm still struggling with right now is really still being in the Word more consistently. I read the Bible. I listen to the Bible. I read books, but I feel like I could do a better job of it. So that's something that I do definitely need to work on. Reviewing and writing down my goals more consistently. I do write down my goals. I don't write them down every single day like I should be doing. I really feel like it's an everyday thing to remind you where you're at and where you're going. Not only that, building a budget. We need to do a better job of building a budget with my wife. That's something where I feel like I need to lead, that I should take control of. She brings it up, and I kind of just always kind of put it to the side, because all these things always come up. So, I always say, well, we have a good amount of savings, but that's not the point. The point is having structure, seeing where that money goes. Also getting back to journaling and, being more consistent with reading, and just, I feel like when I'm journaling, I have that conversation with God. So it's super good. My schedule, man, my schedule kind of sucks right now. I work really hard, I feel like, and I'm using that as an excuse, where I should be waking up at 4 a.m. and getting to the gym early and getting to the office early, and I'm not doing that. By the time I get to work, it's probably like around 10 o'clock. Anywhere from 9 to 10:30, and it needs to be a lot earlier. I like spending a lot of time in the gym, so I have to wake up a lot earlier to get more things done. So that's definitely one of my biggest struggles right now. And I think that can help change a lot of things if I just wake up at the time that I feel like I need to wake up. Not everybody needs to wake up at 4 a.m. I get that. A lot of my buddies here, actually, the Borrows, they wake up, they go to sleep really late, but man, they have that creative mind. So I know they do a lot of thinking and a lot of working actually late. So it's different for everybody. This is what I feel like I need to work on. What else? Just, hosting more open houses. I actually started hosting more open houses and just doing work out of my open houses. And it's been crazy, like just the results I've been getting by doing open houses throughout the week, where instead of just wasting time in the office, just sitting there, listening to people complain or me complain, whatever the case is, I've been getting a lot more done. By doing the open houses. I've been doing about 4 or 5 a week. I'm taking a break this week because we're having a little vacation. Got to get a little tan on. I'm gonna go to Idlewild with my in-laws, so that's gonna be super awesome. But yeah, just things like that. I definitely need to work on. I need to make my income more predictable. So that goes along with, tracking my time, tracking what I'm doing, doing money making activities. That's what they call them, right? So just spitting that out there. And just honestly not wasting a lot of time on social media, but at the same time, building a brand and building, just what we're doing and more exposure, awareness. So all that takes a lot of work. How it's all going to happen. So even though there's a lot that I've done in this, these last 6 months, I can do a lot better. I feel like I'm still lacking a lot of things. And, I think it's okay to feel, because, as people, we always want more. Not so much like finances, but more freedom, more time with my wife, my marriage. So I know that's something that I need to be more intentional of too, is being more intentional with my wife when I am home. Instead of being on my laptop working, I do need to be more intentional about spending time with my wife. We actually do a really good job of spending time together. But a lot of times we can get really mixed up on like, hey, well, we go to this party together, or we go to that party, like, birthday parties, we don't really party, but we watch this movie together, but we need that quality, like talking, like let's get deep, let's figure out what's going on, what are your dreams, what are your passions, where are we at right now, what do we need to work on, all that guts, marriage stuff that I can kind of like not want to talk about all the time, because I don't want to hear some of the things that are going on, probably, like, well, maybe I need to fix something and I don't want to fix it. So little things like that. So now I just want to talk to you about how, like, I got to where I was 5-6 months ago to where I am now. First off, it was faith. I went out on a limb. I started I stopped dipping my toes in the pool and I just decided to jump in. How can I put it, right? I have like this thing, right? So I have this thing where it's kind of like a blessing and a curse, I guess you can say. I don't think about things before I do it. I just do it. But at the same time, it can be a little curse because, like, hey, I don't have things figured out, but I'm just doing it. But at the same time, there's people out there who overthink so many things before they do anything. They end up doing nothing. So I want you to be careful with that, because, yeah, it's good to plan things out. But at the same time, you can plan all you want and not get anything done, and that's going to help nobody. So that I knew God. I know God is going to continue to use the story that I have here, the story that I have with my wife, just to glorify Him, really, just to say, hey, this is where Robert has come from. This is where he, this is where I put him, right? This is what I'm teaching him. And He's just using me and using my mouth to speak that, to show people. And I want to continue to show people that, like, again, my biggest thing is that you can do it too. Like, I didn't do anything special, guys. I really didn't. Like, and I still don't think, like I still think I could do more, right? And a lot of us are like stressed out and maybe even depressed because we're not getting the results we want, but yet you're not willing to change. You're not really willing to change your habits, your disciplines. Like, nobody wants to be disciplined. Nobody wants to do all those stuff, but we have to, right? If you want change, you have to do something different. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over expecting different results. It's not gonna happen, right? So I decided, hey, what do I need to do? What do I need to change? And how am I gonna do it? And just do it. Like, even if you're just kind of falling over yourself, just do it. Go out there and be like, man, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to do it for a year. I'm going to do it for 2 years, whatever the case is. Like, guys, like this whole like podcasting, like I posted a video 2 days ago with the podcast and it came out like so bad. And I was like, well, it's up. I did it. I'll fix it the next time. I'll make sure it doesn't come out that way. Just taking massive action, man. So many of us, we make excuses. We let other people dictate where we're at in life. We let people say, hey, we can't do this, we can't do that. Guys, you can do it. Pray. Ask God where he wants you to be. And he's going to show you. Because I didn't know where I needed to be. I didn't have anything. I didn't really have a plan for about a whole year. And then it just started. I just kept taking action, kept asking, putting myself in a position. God kept putting me in the right places, and it just kept happening. Now, like, I can't, like, even, like, 5 months ago, I wouldn't even imagine where I'm at right now, 30 pounds lighter, you know, a little better off financially, just healthier. You know, between the 6 inches in my, oh, maybe more than 6 inches. I got a pretty big, the 6 inches between my ears. But yeah, it's going to take a lot of hard work, a lot of sacrifice. It take a lot of, sacrifice from my wife, being super supportive. But yeah, guys, you guys can do it too. That's basically what I want you to get out of this episode. Who cares what I did? Now the thing is, what do you need to do? What do you need to do to progress? What do you need to do to get to the next level? And at the same time, a lot of people are like, man, like, what do you know, bro? Like, I don't got to say anything. I'm going to let my results speak, louder than what I am actually saying. And it's not about money. It's not, about having a six pack. It's about just having a better lifestyle and just giving it all to God and honoring God with everything you do. And just God's going to provide, man. That's really what I got to say. I think that's it. I think I wrote a bunch of stuff here, but I didn't write it big enough for me to read. But first and foremost, okay. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for being on. I hope you guys enjoy this segment. I hope it helped you out. I hope, you can possibly help somebody out, somebody that may be struggling right now, somebody that's just like, man, I'm stuck right now. I don't know what I'm doing. Everything I do just fails. Great. Keep doing it. Change it up. Find a way to do it better. All right. Don't keep doing the same thing, but keep doing what you're doing and ask God where he wants you to go. Right. So if there's anyone struggling out there, anyone who's thinking, man, I'm going to give up, don't give up. You're almost there. Right. You're almost there. You're almost to the finish line, or not even, there's really no finish line, right? But you're almost to that big diamond, right? You're just digging away. You're like, man, I haven't caught the diamond. Keep digging, keep going. 'Cause you're almost there. Trust me. Like, I feel like I just scratched the surface of where I'm digging. Just scratch the surface. Like, I can't even fathom where I'm going to be in, 10 years, just because I know that God has a huge plan for me, and he has a huge plan for you too. You just have to decide that it's for you. He gives us that choice, right? We have the choice. We have the freedom to do whatever we like, but you just have to choose. Are you going to be mediocre? I hope I said that word right. Or are you going to be great? Because God has called us to be great. I believe it. You have to believe it too. So, guys, share this with somebody. Share this on your profile. I'm just super excited, super thankful for all you guys supporting. Like I said earlier, I do this because I love all you guys. I do it because I care. I do it because I want to give back, and I do it because nobody ever told me that I can be great. Nobody ever told me that it could be done. It was just something that was unreachable, and I'm here to tell you guys that it's not. It's reachable. It's whatever your dreams are, whatever you want to do, it's possible. And there's going to be a lot of people who are going to tell you no, who are scared for you, who want to protect you. But don't let that stop you. So yeah, thanks, guys. Again, this is the Process to Purpose, and this is the process segment, and I hope you guys enjoy the time together. Please leave some comments, show me some love. That really keeps me going. If you give me a couple of hearts, a couple of high fives, a couple of shares, that'd be great. That's what really keeps me going. And so, we don't get paid to do this. I don't get paid to do this, but I do it because I love you guys. And again, if nobody loves you, Jesus loves you.